Beyond the veil of this world, in the boundless expanse of enlightenment, stood a being whose heart carried the weight of infinite sorrow. His name was Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of Compassion. He had made a vow, a sacred promise, that he would not rest until every being was freed from suffering. But what happens when even compassion breaks? For aeons, Avalokiteshvara worked tirelessly. With every heartbeat, he reached into the realms of existence, guiding lost souls, lifting the suffering, offering solace to those in despair. Yet no matter how many he saved, suffering seemed endless. Every person freed was replaced by countless others lost in sorrow. He turned his divine gaze upon the world and saw wars raging, famine consuming villages, grief overtaking families. The cries of those in pain echoed through the universe, a sound so unbearable that even the stars trembled. His heart, though vast and filled with infinite love, felt the weight of a sorrow too great to contain. Overcome by despair, Avalokiteshvara shattered. His head splintered into 11 pieces. His body crumbled into 1,000 fragments. The great Bodhisattva, the embodiment of boundless compassion, was no more. But in that moment, from the stillness of the heavens, a radiant light descended. It was Amitabha Buddha, the great guide and teacher. Seeing Avalokiteshvara broken, he did not mourn, he restored. With the touch of Amitabha's boundless wisdom, Avalokiteshvara was reborn. No longer did he have a single face, but 11, each one looking into a different realm of existence, seeing suffering in all its forms. No longer did he have 2 hands, but 1,000, each holding a sacred tool to aid those in need, reaching out to every corner of the universe. Where there was once despair, now stood an unbreakable force of compassion. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by suffering, your own or the world's? Have you ever thought that no matter how much you do, it will never be enough? Avalokiteshvara knows this pain. He felt it so deeply that even he broke under its weight. But here is the truth. Compassion does not break. It expands. The 1,000 hands of Avalokiteshvara are not just his, they are ours. They are the hands of those who choose to act in kindness, to relieve suffering in even the smallest ways. Every time we offer comfort, lend aid, or choose to care for another, we become part of the great vow, the vow that suffering will end and that no one will be left behind. This is the legacy of Avalokiteshvara, and perhaps it is your legacy too. If this story speaks to you, if it stirs something within, then carry it forward. Let every act of compassion, no matter how small, be another hand reaching out into the world. In doing so, Avalokiteshvara's vow continues. And one day, perhaps in this lifetime, perhaps in another, suffering will cease. Until then, the 1,000 hands remain. Will one of them be yours?